Hey guys, welcome back. So today I feel like making something with flowers in it. So what I have here is one of my, I guess you could call it diamond edge coaster molds that I'm going to be using. And over here I just have 1 single ounce of my Bond Crafter 1-to-1 that I have mixed in some black pigment paste that I have from HTV Ront. And I literally scraped the side of the nozzle, and this is how pigmented it is. It's very, very pigmented. Of course, links for everything that I use are going to be in the description box if you're interested. So I'm just going to pour this 1 ounce into a thin layer around the bottom. Sorry about hand cam. Because I don't want a big, huge, thick layer. I just want enough to, when it tacks up, just to be able to stick my flowers down into and give it a nice background, because we're working from the bottom up. Why do I work from the bottom up? Because I don't like bubbles in my flowers. And I find it easier to work from the bottom up when it comes to flowers. That way you can track bubbles easier. So I'm just going to make sure that I have all of my corners covered. And then move my resin in. It'll self-level, so you don't really have to do this. I just, gives me something to do. Makes me feel productive. So there's that. We are going to let that semi-cure, not completely, but tacky. So again, we can stick our flowers in it, give it a little bit of alcohol to help it along, and I will see you guys when it's time for next steps. See you then. Okay, so this has tacked up. It's sticky, but still workable. So I have a package of dried flowers here that I'm going to be using. And I think I got these from Amazon quite a while back. No, it's just dried flowers. You can pretty much get them from anywhere. And let's try to peel them off the plastic. Sticky little buggers. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some tweezers here. Try to be a little more delicate about this than I normally am. And I'm just going to, I want to kind of do a multi-dimensional kind of doodah here. So I'm going to put the big stuff down first. You know what? Hell with tweezers. Pardon my language, guys. I'm just going to put down my big things on the bottom layer. And then we can work our way up with the small things. We've just got some leaves. Which side is the prettier side? That side. This side is the prettier side. Some mushrooms and some leaves. Various bits of flora. And you can see it's just sticking straight to that resin. So it's sticky enough still, but it's not too sticky, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. Who knows? All right, so these guys, oh, come on. Shoo, there we go. These guys are a bit long, so I am going to sort of snap them off. and put them about, there we go. You guys can stick back down. Thank you for your service. Again, this little guy is a bit long, so I'm gonna make him a bit shorter and then put him down. All right. Actually, I think in the middle, I'm gonna put this guy. Get him stuck down. Okay, so let me get some resin mixed up and I'll be right back. All right, so I've got another 1 ounce of my Bond Crafter 1-to-1 that I am just going to pour over top. Like I said, I want this in sort of layers. So I want to do a thin coat over this first layer, just to make sure that it gets stuck down, but not make it too thick that I won't be able to put more flowers in it, you know, and have them sticking out the top. I just want to make sure that I've got all my little bits and pieces covered here. All right. So that's looking pretty good. I will keep an eye out for bubbles. And since there's flowers in there, I am not going to use the heat gun or the torch. I am going to use alcohol because I don't feel like lighting things on fire right now. So I'm sure you can understand that. So we're going to go ahead and let this cure up, and I will see you guys for next steps. See you then. All right, so our next layer is pretty sticky, so we're going to go ahead and stick down the rest of our little friends here. Yeah, that's good. And let them cure on this level before we put on our top coat. This guy's a little long, so I'll go ahead and snap him off a bit. And one of our little leads decided to poke his little head out, but I'm fine with that, honestly, because it was sort of to be expected, because those fern leaves are very thin and very delicate, and they do tend to curl up when they get warm. So I was kind of expecting it. Let's put our little flowers in. Now we've got a couple of these pretty little sprays. There it is. Now you can see it. So we'll put these down here, I think down at the bottom. There's 3. Neat. Go ahead and put those down. Let's get a nice little assortment of different things, you know? And I do have some of this purple moss down at the bottom of this thing, but it is very sticky and very annoying, and I don't think that I want to use it. So I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna poke these down a little bit. I really like these mushrooms. I think they're neat. Yep. There we go. So let's put another mushroom up here. It's going to cover that little guy up, but that's okay. And what else do we want to put in? And some of these little leafy dudes. Some little leaves. That over here in the end. I kind of feel like I almost need more flowers. But I don't know. All right, so this is the mossy stuff that I was talking about, and it's sticky. And I'm guessing it's sticky because of the colorant that they put in it. But nonetheless, it's neat looking. It's very spongy. I'm just going to add some of that around. No, I am not touching the resin. Don't worry. For the most part, I'm just laying stuff down. A little spongy bit here. Mossy bit. Some mossy bits. All right. Now let's get these stuck down really well. So they're not sticking up too high. There we go. All right. Looks good. So we're going to let that just sort of cure up a little bit more, and then we will put on our top coat. See you then. All right, so it is time for our top coat, and I have 2 ounces of my Bond Crafter 1:1, and I am just going to pour it over top. In any of my corners. So as I drop things, I'm going to go around with my silicone tool, just very gently if I see any bubbles that want to pop up. And of course, I'll keep an eye on it as it's curing. But for the most part, it looks pretty darn good. See a couple of little bubbles in there, but that's fine. I'm going to have to keep an eye on my moss because it's moss and it likes to hold on to bubbles. So give it a poke. You can see some of the bubbles coming out. See it gets rid of some of that air. All right. So like I said, I'm going to keep an eye on this, keep popping bubbles as they come up from the moss degassing itself, for lack of a better term. And yeah, I will see you guys when it's time to get it out. See you then.
So here it is, all out. Lovely woodland forest, woodland floral coaster. I like it. I hope you guys do too. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. And again, I thank you guys so much for being here as always. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, guys. Cheers.